share screen. Let me see. All right, there we go.
There we go.
Alrighty, and yes, we are live. Everybody, welcome back to Elite Raceway here on our channel. And yeah, we're looking forward to this final race of the season, of season 6. In the comms booth, you have me, La Rodri, and alongside me, we have our favorite Division 1 driver, Mini Tony. Tony, how you doing
Hello,
today?
hello. Not too bad. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Looking forward to this race. Last race of the season. Admins catch a little bit of a break after
Yeah,
this, right?
yeah, for sure.
And our
Yeah, and
stewards.
it's China as well. So racing in Shanghai. Fun track to wrap it up here. Challenging track. Uh,
Yeah, I heard a
but
couple
hopefully we'll see some good
drivers.
racing today.
Yeah, I think so. I'm surprised. Even on Monday with Tier 2 and Division 1, we had 13 drivers, right? But
hmm
plenty of racing. I I know you missed out a little bit in Division 1, but
I had an incident.
you had a little bit of an incident out of your
Technical
control. But
glitch. Yeah. The equivalence of reliability failure in real life.
that's so unfortunate, though. But hopefully, you have that new TV ready up for next season. We have a little bit of a 3-week break, so it should be good.
Yeah. Yeah, that definitely. As we see everybody except for Heavy Races and Chernobyl on the outlap. Hoven Rowley starting his lap.
Yeah, I'm just
This is
looking
a
at
tricky. It's a tricky circuit to navigate with these long sweeping corners. Very like interesting mix of high speed, low speed, medium speed. It's if you set up the car for one, then you lose out on the other. So it's interested to see how different drivers attack this race today.
Yeah, well, what would you say was probably the trickiest part of the track in terms of no assist
I mean, I
racing?
guess it. I mean, for me personally, I always had struggles with I don't know what corner number is, but it's kind of like this next chicane that Hoven Rowley is approaching now.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the super long right-hander that comes here, because it just takes forever to rotate this car, and the exit is so important into the back straight, which is probably one of the longest straights in the calendar, I would think, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And so that is, I think, my Achilles heel. And then the corner that I seem to never be able to get right is the last corner. And I don't understand why. Like this is one of those corners I just don't get it.
Well,
I either
it's
miss
very
the
easy to go
apex.
wide, yeah.
Yeah, I either miss the apex or I take too much of it. And if you mount the curb on the exit too much, it'll spit you out because you'll bottom out there and lose your stability. So Homan Raleigh putting in the fastest lap time for now, as we see our drivers coming in, setting their banker. Everybody on fresh softs except for Chernobyl, who's taking those mediums out for a spin for the banker lap.
Yeah, and I do want to give a little bit of a shout out to we have a new driver here that is Bulia Caesar 69. So this is his
Oh, there we
debut.
go.
Yeah, this is his debut race with us today. So best of luck to him. And yeah, he had some pretty good time trial times that he submitted. So hopefully he should be up there in the front to battle it out. We'll see how he does in the actual race. But he is about to cross the line and is going to put in a 134.9. So stays up there in 6th.
Yeah, welcome, Mr. or Mrs. Bulia Caesar, 69, in the Mercedes.
Yep, and looks like we have a couple of drivers actually putting in some really good times. Diaz Maestro, who was actually our race winner last week, putting in a
Mm-hmm.
134, and Altron now stealing provisional pole at the moment, 132.9. So, yeah, if you guys are tuning in for the first time, we do already have our championship already settled for this division. So we have Atron taking the win with a really consistent performance this season, and for the constructors, the McLaren team as well, Atron and Tafur, who I think you mentioned Tafur has shown a lot of improvement this season, right?
Yes, my former teammate when I was in Division Two, our Colombian friend, I believe,
Yes, he is Colombian.
or at least racing under the Colombian flag.
Ooh, let me
And
just
yeah,
see.
this time that Autron's put in is very good, very competitive time. I think he put his car on pole when he was reserving for Division One on Monday with a 35, with a 32.5. So not far off from that benchmark that he set on Monday, 4/10. Um,
Yeah, I think you guys
so
had
we'll
a.
see. We'll see how he can improve. We'll see if he can improve on this banker lap. He's putting in the practice. He's probably tweaking the setups to make it work for him. Although his race did seem to be a little bit unsatisfactory for him on Monday. We'll see. We'll see how he does today.
Yeah, hopefully he's able to turn that around. I think you guys had quite a bit of freedom having the top drivers decide to stay out for the final race.
Yeah. Well, pole's a pole. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're right,
You know,
exactly.
you take it.
Pole is a pole. Well, let's see, keeping an eye on a few drivers. I do believe Fat Angel appears to be down on his time. I feel like the chicane where he's going around is such a hard place to really get the throttle down, but does take it quite well. I do think he has an
We have
Alpine
an
up
out.
ahead.
Yeah, warming the tires. Hopefully gets out of the way.
And looks like we're having
Ooh,
a.
and misses the.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, goes deep
Jeez.
into the hairpin. Tricky braking zone.
And he's going to go back into
Oh.
the pit lane.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and we do have Escargot, who finished in the top 5 on Tuesday, on Monday. And what was his qualifying time? Let me see.
I can get it up for you. It's So he qualified with a 133.3. So that would put him around P2, P3, maybe P4.
Oh, yeah, you're exactly right, yeah. So I am keeping an eye on Escargot, which I don't know if you noticed, he did change his name.
Yes, I did.
I think
I,
we've
I'm
impacted him. We've pressured him into changing it.
yeah, I'm not sure if it was Game Boy that first started with the Escargot or who. J-Dog maybe.
You know, I'm not exactly sure. I do think even the division themselves they were calling him the Escargot. A few of them have
Yeah,
a few
he's shown
nicknames.
massive improvement. Yeah, he's shown massive improvement throughout the season, putting in some really strong performances.
Yeah, and he is choosing to move up to Division One next season. So honestly, yeah, I think it will be a good fit for him as well. I think he wants a little bit of that challenge, and there he goes crossing the line, putting himself up to fifth, 133.7, right behind of his teammate DRS Maestro. These two have been quite equal in pace. I think this whole the races that DRS Maestro has shown up for.
Yep.
Let's see, but we do have Hovan Rally who is currently trying to put in a lap. And so, yeah, Hovan Rally who has incredible pace, did catch his first win this season, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. I don't know
He,
if it was his first, but definitely got
yeah, no,
his
it was,
race win in
yes, it was
Imola,
his first, yeah.
right?
Uh, was it Monza? No, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I have a really bad memory. I should have checked that before. But no, Hovan Rally, yeah, it had his first win this season. He's always been on pole position on quite a number of times, wasn't able to convert that to a win. And this season, bam, was able to complete that milestone. But he is here finishing up in Sector 3, and he was down on his time finishing in Sector 2, but can definitely pick up a little bit of time here on the final sector. And for some reason, looks like Pauly D is having a lot of trouble trying to join into the session. We still have that one spot for him to join.
Hopefully Paulie can make it in time.
Ooh, and
And he puts in a
Hoven,
133.2. Hoven does.
yeah, so he does improve. Unfortunately, not enough to get past Ultron, but El Capitan, I think, is up by 3/10 according to the delta that appeared up front.
Yeah, I'll say Joven and El Capitan have, well, DRS as well, have given Ultron a run for his money in the second half of the season. I mean, Ultron has been unstoppable throughout the entire season, putting in super consistent results throughout, but definitely making it interesting for us. El Capitan, Joven Rowley, and DRS Maestro, our guy who we're not going to put the camera on.
If I don't think I put the camera on DRS Maestro on Monday. He's still DNF, so we'll see how this goes.
A skill issue.
Skill issue, right? Yeah. But don't tell him that.
I know he's listening.
Yeah, he definitely is. I told him, I was like, you better win. Let's see, we have a couple drivers. Ooh, that is MJW having a little bit of a spin there.
Yeah, cutting some grass.
And I did actually notice that Ultron went back into the pit lane, so I'm assuming he wasn't able to improve on his time even further. But let's see if anybody else is on a hot lap. And well, it looks like we have Hobby Racers who just crossed the line, putting himself into 14th. And we do have two drivers who have yet to put in a time. That is leader Leadbag, Chernobyl, an Infant Eater who just, I think, joined in a little bit late on the qualifying session, but keep an eye on him, considering he is our runner-up in the championship.
And he's cemented that second place, right? Or is it up for grabs? I think it's definitive at this point, right?
You know what he did actually? Yeah, he did secure it. Let me see.
No, El Capitan is 10 points behind, I think. Or am I looking at the wrong thing?
Actually, yeah, no, he's 10 points behind. So we do have a little battle for second, but we also have a little bit of a battle for fourth as well.
Yes, currently being held by our good old and slow friend R. Manson. Scotsman racing from Australia, I believe. Currently in P7.
And just keeping an eye on the Discord chat to make sure if Paulie D is able to join in. But yeah, looking back at Infant Eater, who is about to cross here, going through the final corner, and we'll see what time he's able to put in, which is going to be a 133.9, putting himself up into 8th.
I want to give a shout out to my friend Mr. Kyle. Giving.
Oh, that is what a
oh my
dodge!
God.
Jesus, I think that is. Oh wow! It didn't even appear to be contact, but apparently there was contact between Halfrenex and Guardians. Which unfortunately Guardians having to settle for a 5-place grid penalty, so that's gonna move him all the way down to most likely last. But what a dodge from Halfrenex! Jeez, a little bit of a heart attack. But even Kyle's like, oh my God. All right, let me see if I could hopefully get Paulie back in. So Infant Eater was having a little bit of troubles. Let me see. So was Buzz. And hopefully, yeah, Paulie can join in, but there we go. Alright, but keeping an eye here on Ultron, who is currently holding provisional pole. Hoven Rally is currently on an outlap in 3rd. And El Capitan has plenty of time to come out of the pits. We have less than 2.5 minutes there. And from what I did
Looking at
hear,
Otron's Delta, yeah, he's on the same pace as before. If he can get this last sector, find some improvement, drain the battery here on the back straight.
he does have a driver ahead trying to get that slipstream. Oh, it has used up a lot of his battery. It's not really have much left on the straight.
Takes that nicely.
And does improve
And
a
finds a
132.7,
10th.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he
Great job
was
there
much.
for Otron.
Actually, we have Hope and Rally here putting in a lap as well. So Hope and Rally finishing up in sector 2. Honeytons as well is on a lap. And Hope and Rally was actually up almost 2/10. Oof, a little bit of a lockup there.
Good. Okay, so we have our fellow Game Boy on the chat, noting that I do sound old. You know, I do have a side gig I do aside from my commentating. It's been a tough day at my side gig at work, so I'm a little bit beat, I guess.
Oh man. Oh, we appreciate you joining in on the qualifying session. Oof. And so Hope and Rally does improve by a 10th, almost 2/10. That puts him up to 133.0. And let's see, we do have Honeytons who unable to improve there. And gave a little bit of a head shake as he crossed the line. But keeping an eye on now DRS Maestro, also who we're pretty sure is listening in.
Yeah, he said he didn't feel confident in this track, but still standing in P5 with the possibility of improving here. Definitely won't with the camera on him, but you know, one can always dream.
We'll put all the eyes on him.
Pile on the pressure.
I want him to feel the pressure. Oh no, Hobby Races gets disqualified for going the wrong way. That's the second time this season that's happened during qualifying. But I do see that DRS Maestro is up by 5/10.
Wow.
And that can actually put himself in a really good position there in the front row, possibly the second row too.
Yeah, if we don't jinx him, he might even be close to Otron if he finds a little bit more time here in this third sector.
And look at that, our Manson has actually just put a 10th right behind of Otron. So our Manson, old and slow, is actually young and fast, putting in a really good time right there. DRS Maestro is going to take provisional pole.
There we go.
132.6. What a lap there.
My man, nice. That was clutch.
And looks like El Capitan going a tad bit wide and validating. I do see we have yep, who is it? Escargo, who has left the session. Let me see. Sorry if I can hopefully get him back into the session pretty quick. Unless you have him. Oh, you can't invite.
Nope.
Oh boy. Alrighty. So it looks like I'm the one feeling all the pressure instead of the DRS Maestro. There we go.
Yeah, for those that didn't follow the Division 1 race, I had a bit of an incident where my TV broke down, so I'm actually commentating, watching a tiny little screen on a PS Portal.
Very unfortunate. But would you like to go over the starting grid for our final
Yeah, absolutely.
race of the season?
The front row is occupied by our two South Africans, DRS Maestro and Otron, followed by R. Manson and Hoven Rowley. The Capitan in P5, Honeytons, Escargot, Infant Eater, Kerndog, and Bullius Caesar in his first race with us complete the top 10. MJW in P11, Fat Angel P12, my fellow Argentine Hafrenix in P13, Leader Liebag in 14, Guardians, P15, Darfur Chernobyl, and I believe we've got Buzz Do Work and Heavy Races that was disqualified, unfortunately, for going the wrong way. Yeah,
Yeah, very
that's
unfortunate.
our grid.
And I don't think Escargot was able to join in before this. So unfortunately, he is going to have to wait for the race start to actually take control. And let me just make sure I give them the not to ready up, which I completely forgot to do that in a second.
So I'm not sure we had a weatherman tell us whether we are going to see any rain today during the race, at least.
So we actually had the
But
Guardians
it,
mention in the live chat it's going to be a dry race.
okay.
Yeah, I guess that's gonna leave plenty of opportunity for racing. Looks like Game Boy was actually able to join in just on time. And for those
Oh
who aren't
goodness.
aware, Game Boy is trying out the Gnosis vibes for the final race. I'm pretty sure he's listening in, so Game Boy, just behave. We've seen him once, and that was in Brazil, where he was doing a bit of Tokyo drifting in the corners.
Hmm.
So, so looking forward to seeing what he's able to do.
Well, good luck today, sir.
And let me just see if Escargo is able to join in. So yeah, we do appreciate all our drivers listening to our no ready up rules. So we do like to give about 3 to 5 minutes to make sure all our drivers prepare their strategies, adjust any setups as much as they can, considering park firm is on. And oof, I got a little bit of a heart attack because it gave me the communicating with servers. Oh, geez. Yeah, I think EA is acting up a little bit this week. Because it was giving you a little bit of trouble on Monday, right? Trying to open the lobby.
Yeah, and it was kind of the first time I've had that issue. Where I was being dropped out, having some connection problems. So don't know
Yeah,
what that's about.
yeah. Not typically EA has its days. Usually for me, it takes me about 3 tries to actually open the lobby. So that's why I try joining. I say 15 minutes before the race start. Um, Here, let me send him another invite. And yeah, for some reason, it's giving everybody the information that the race is full.
Hmm.
But in terms of tire strategy, what is your thoughts?
Well, so it's either hards to mediums, mediums to hards. Um, I think if you start on the mediums, you want to be pitting around lap 12, 13, because I do believe it's 28 laps, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It is, yes.
So yeah, 12, 13 laps. I think the chances of a safety car here are not super high. You have a lot of runoff. The walls aren't super close by. So yeah, from going to hards onto mediums, I'm less sure about what the pit window looks like. But definitely a chance for an undercut here. The tires fall off really, really quickly, and you lose a lot of time when you're sliding around on used tires.
Mhm.
So sometimes pitting a little bit early, sacrificing the a longer stint later on to gain track position uh, might pay off. We'll see how it pans out. The different strategies here. Hopefully, we have a nice mix of drivers starting on mediums and hards, uh,
Yeah, I
and we
did
can see
see.
how it unfolds.
Yeah, I did see on yeah, with the other race groups there was quite a variety. I think the starting on the hard compounds worked out a lot. Um, especially since you said safety car is quite low possibility here, uh so yeah, the reverse strategy might do them quite well. Although of course that's if you can manage the mediums all the way to the end.
Yep.
All
Which is
right.
easier said than done.
Yep,
There we
true.
go.
But we do have the lights setting off, and off they go. I am on board here with Hover and Rally. Let's get all this information up, and we'll see if we have any position changes happening. So it looks like we do have Honey Tons getting the move done here on El Capitan on the inside. And ooh, a little bit of contact there from Game Boy and Tefur. And Game Boy,
Game Boy is
unfortunately,
out.
I'm curious to know what exactly happened there, but looks like we have a bit of movement happening in the bag that is going to bring out a an early safety car. Which, funny
Safety
enough, it
car.
wasn't even on the turn one; it was just on the straight. Jesus.
We'll see. We'll see what that was about. Darfur, not sure whether he picked up damage or not from the contact. But so much for no safety cars. I mean, I wouldn't expect anybody to pit here, right?
Ooh, looks like
But
ooh, Tefur doesn't have a wing. So that's
yeah,
quite the hefty damage. Let me see if I can invite Escargo one more time, and we'll see. And we'll take a look at the dang, I know too many dang people.
yeah, it's Cargo who put on. I think we said a really good race on Monday. He might be a bit of a China specialist, finishing in the top 5 in Division 1.
Yeah, but yeah, looking at the tire strategy, so our top three drivers having started on the medium tires are Manson on the hard compounds. Yeah, a few drivers on the top 10 starting on hard compounds. Escargoat's AI choosing the hard compounds, so hopefully that was his plan.
Hopefully. Fortunately, it's Park Firm is on, so he will have his whatever setup he chose for the qualifying.
Yeah, hopefully so. But yeah, very unfortunate for Game Boy. Our first, not even surviving one lap here with us. But hopefully he would like to join in again next time for the next season.
Yeah, for sure. It's a tricky racing line on the straight, isn't it?
Very much so. Very much so. But but it looks like we do have about two drivers pitting, and that is Javi Races and Tefur. Javi Races, I do wonder if he picked up any damage, which we'll take a look right now once he enters the pits.
Or trying to.
Oh, actually, yeah, Javi Races with no wing
Yeah.
either, so it looks like it was a little bit of a multi-car collision there with the Javi Races Tefur and possibly Game Boy as well. So yeah, we'll take a look at that afterwards. But we are under safety car conditions now, and we are just waiting for our drivers to catch up to the rest of the grid. But yeah, the medium tires. How did you did your TV
Like either.
die before you pit or after you pit?
Yeah, before I pit. Yeah, it
Before
was
you pit.
like lap
Ah.
7, I think. 6 or 7. But no, the medium should go until like lap 12. You can pit earlier than that if you want to go for a aggressive undercut. But I would think lap 11 or 12. I was trying to see whether. Yeah, we have people pitting in lap 10 on Monday. The Yuppie. Um, Escargo pitting in lap 11 on Monday. So maybe a little bit sooner.
Here, just trying to make sure Electron is back in. And how about the hard compounds? I wasn't able to see that unless you said that already.
Sorry, come again?
The hard compounds. At what lap did they pit?
So here, Kyle in the chat is saying that hard to mediums you pit in lap 18. But we saw people pit on Monday, lap 16, lap 14 even. Although doing 14 laps on the mediums, the way that PO2 did, was quite a feat. Mind you, Old and Slow, sorry, R. Manson did that as well. So he ran 14 laps on hards and 14 laps on mediums. Not sure that's optimal, but perhaps it depends on the circumstances of the race.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
So we're doing a couple of safety car laps here off the start, waiting for Tarfur to catch up. After that, not even turn one incident. But DRS doing a good job holding on to the lead here after the start. It's always tricky. There's many ways to attack into the very long turn one. So fending off Ultron there nicely. Safety car is going to be in this lap. We'll see when DRS Maestro chooses to set off. Gotta give the safety car some time to get into the pits.
Yep, exactly. And so Atron is under AI at the moment. We'll see if he's able to join back in a few seconds. But we do have Hoven Rally, who is tailing right behind. And yeah, we'll see if the DRS Maestro is able to still maintain that lead, though. And looks like he is setting up, so DRS Maestro remaining ahead of the AI Vatron. Let's see if Hoven Rally is able to make a move here.
Yeah, on the AI, which is set at 85, I would expect most of these gentlemen, or most of these drivers to easily make moves. So we'll see if Ultron can join before his car drops off too far behind. Give him a chance to come back. But now Ultron's AI under pressure from R. Manson. DRS Maestro already opening over a second gap to Hoven Rowley now.
Yep, and I do see R. Manson getting the move done on Ultron at the moment. And we do have Honeytons. Ooh, Honeytons who loses the car right there and onto the grass. And losing quite a number of positions right there.
Yeah, unfortunate here with the compressed field. You make a mistake right now, you're going to lose places. For sure. But it seems like Ultron's AI being a bit of a nightmare for R. Manson, who's struggling to find a way through. And now he's going to be coming under pressure from El Capitan, who sends it on the inside into the chicane. R. Manson does leave the space, and this very long right-hander onto the back straight. Good racing, gentlemen. El Capitan doing a good job not closing in. This is music to the ears of both DRS Maestro and Hoven Rowley, who are taking off a little bit into the distance, now opening a 3-second gap to Ultron's AI, who's still holding on to P3 as El Capitan or Manson and Escargot battle it out.
Oh yeah. So Escargot is back on his in his car. I can see that. Never mind.
It looks like.
Alrighty, what a close call. Jeez.
Yeah, he did a good job to avoid once he saw he wasn't going to be making that corner, avoiding the back of El Capitan. So R. Manson takes that place.
Yeah, we have Escargot trying to make a move here on the inside, and is he going to be able to make the move stick? Looks like no, he's going to stay right behind of our Manson there. And so I do believe we have DRS enabled now, and let me just make sure I'm able to get Ultron back into the session. So who is our only driver who is left to join in?
As Escargot makes the move on R. Manson, taking that place. We have a nice long DRS train running from P3 all the way down to P15. Very, very compact field.
Yeah, all the drivers quite close together. It's quite a bit of a DRS train, right? Jeez.
Yep. Yeah. And El Capitan finally getting
Oy,
the
it's
move
a
on Autron.
lockup. It's a lockup right there for Escargo on the inside of Autron.
And contact also for Honeytons to the back of Autron. Hopefully he didn't get any damage. And MJW here with fans in the chat always running in P8 behind Autron's AI at the moment.
Ooh, it kind of looks like, wow, was that the
Autron
AI?
might be back.
Jeez, yeah. That doesn't look like the AI, but alright. Jeez. Oh, and I do see we have yellow flags. That appears to be the Haas there in Sector 1. Oh, we have, yeah, Bullius Caesar also trying to do it as well. Yeah, so let me see if I could just send him one more invite. Hopefully he's able to join back in. I do apologize for the pause. And there we go. Well, it looks like we have quite a few drivers who are out of the DRS from the driver ahead, but closest battle we have probably our Manson closing in a little bit on the back of MJW, but I think MJW might have the upper hand here on the Ferrari of Honeytons.
Yeah, in DRS zone, riding that slipstream. Gonna see if he can be a bit later on the brakes. Goes for the outside into the hairpin. And slight lockup, but makes the move stick into P5 MJW.
Yeah, that's really well right there. I did notice that Honeytons is actually missing his left end plate.
Ooh, that must have been from the contact to the back of Autron's car in that hairpin the previous lap. That is going to be painful. But up ahead, we see DRS Maestro holding on to that lead. Joven Rowley staying within 2 seconds, not quite in DRS zone, but keeping that constant gap hovering between 1.3, 1.7. There might be a little bit of some pace management that they're doing there with the battery deployment, trying to see if they can close the gap. Joven Rowley probably desperate to get into DRS zone, and DRS desperately trying to keep him off it. So we'll keep a look onto that gap over there. So quite a bit of a distance between Joven El Capitan and then to Escargo. But some really nice battling going on here with Bullius Caesar in P9, looking at the back of Hafrenix, who has already picked up a penalty for track limits, presumably.
It does look like he has. Let me just put it up right here. So our only driver at the moment is Hafrenix with the 3 seconds. Yeah, it looks like we do have the 2 Haas drivers switching over places as well.
Is this one of the tracks that La Rodri that you enjoy when you're racing?
You know what? I actually do really like this track. I know a lot of people have different opinions about it, but I actually do really like it. I feel like there's a lot of opportunities for side-by-side racing. And the DRS train is a fun place to make the overtakes.
Yeah, and I think my first race ever in ERA back a couple of years ago in Tier 2 was here in China as well. So got some fun memories there of some hard racing when I was getting started.
back in tier two.
back in tier 2. I think I did like half a season.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who actually won that race. I'm pretty sure it might have been DRS Meister. I could be wrong.
Probably he did win that season.
Yeah, he did, right? He did. Let's see, we don't have any gaps closing in, although looks like Julius Caesar might be looking to make a move on the inside with Hafrenix
Ooh,
going wide.
wow.
And losing another position to Fat Angel as well.
Yeah, really good awareness by our debutante here in the Mercedes.
Yeah, he's putting in a really good race today, and Honeyton's getting the move done, even with the missing end plate.
MJW trying to get that place back, finds it. Holds on to that P5.
Oh, it looks like Honeyton's still kind of giving MJW a little bit of a battle there, trying to go for the switchback there, and is he gonna be able to make the move stick here?
Well, it's going to be difficult here on the outside. Yeah, some good respectful racing there. Honeyton's really sniffing the opportunity. And Armanson having front row seats to all this action.
Yeah, you just keep an eye on them. Looks like Honeytons might be close enough to make a move, though, considering he's right on the tail of MJW. Does have the battery and does have the DRS, which will be activated now, although I do see we have yellow flags. It looks like that's not going to affect the race there. Well, our Manson looking to get the move done as well. Oh, he looks like that was a little bit of a rear contact there between MJW and Honeytons. And so
that's exactly what Armanson was looking for, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look like MJW picked up any damage there, but... So both the Mercedes right back to back, and looking at the tires, they are running on equal strategy.
Hopefully won't find their way into a double stack.
That's exactly what I was thinking. But yeah, I wonder how long DRS Maestro and Hoven Rally are going to be able to hold on to those mediums.
Yeah, I'm looking at the gap between Hoven Rauli and El Capitan, because we should be seeing a bit of a tire advantage for El Cap right now. So I would expect that gap to start closing up. And if I were either DRS or Hoven, I would consider pitting when you see that gap closing in faster. But for the time being, it seems like it's holding steady.
It looks like it. Yeah, the top 5 are keeping the gap. Yeah, it looks like the main battles are happening in the midfield right here.
You've got Kern Dog right on the back of Hafrenix. Julius Caesar still fighting it out with MJW.
Oh, it looks like
see that gap sending it a little bit from deep. It
actually
manages
makes
to stop the car. That's impressive. Yeah. I did not think he was going to make that corner, Kern Dog. Nice job.
Well, it looks like Hafrenix was trying to look there for the switchback, but unfortunately having to stay right behind of the Haas. And up ahead, the two Mercedes swapping.
Wow. Turn 1 is a bit of a nightmare because it's so long, but like you said, like there's so many different lines that you can take. It's such a fun corner to go wheel to wheel. It makes for great racing, at least to watch.
Hey, not to actually be on the track, right?
Yeah. So Julius Caesar climbing in. I'm not sure what place did he start at. He must have, yeah, up 3 positions as MJW. So the Mercedes here overperforming with respect to the quali. And
Yeah,
Escargot also up 3 positions. Guardians up 5, and Chernobyl as well, up 3.
yeah,
So,
and Julius Caesar
yeah,
might be looking to make another overtake as well here on Honeytons, but that's if he's close enough to get a move done, which might not be the case now.
yeah, he's got DRS, looking for that slipstream. Gonna close in fast, but that braking zone is gonna come at you quickly, and doesn't look like... Yee!
Stopping the car right on time, jeez.
Yep. Yep.
Ooh, but looks
Oh,
like
it might have been...
Angel might have actually gone wide once again, and so Hafnernick's looking to make a move there on the inside. Very tricky corner to go side by side, but actually able to get the move done there. So Hafnernick's moving up into 10th. It does have that 3-second penalty though. And looks like we do have
Guardians
Guardians pitting
is the
already.
first one to pit.
Pulling the trigger. He did start on the mediums, now switching over to a fresh set of hard compounds. And so yeah, in our top 10, Julius Caesar still keeping right on the tail of Honeytons.
Yeah, try to make the move in the back straight in the previous lap. Looks like he's a little bit closer here as long as he navigates the chicane. And MJW falling a little bit behind outside DRS zone, looks like. Might have been a bit of a mistake.
I think the missing end play is giving Honeytons a little bit of that straight line speed. Yeah. But MJW looking for that move to make on the inside. Can he try going for a switchback? And with Honeytons going a tad bit wide right there, is going to be able to get the move done. And so Julius Caesar moving up into 6th. So really good performance by Julius Caesar on his debut race.
Yeah, absolutely. Now he's got a bit of work to do if he wants to catch up to R. Manson, but he will be pitting earlier since he's on the mediums. So perhaps that gives him the opportunity to put in a couple of fast laps and close that gap a little bit.
Ooh, and
Honeytons a bit whippy.
Jeez.
On the back.
And looking at a few of the gaps behind, we do have Fat Angel still tailing right behind the Pafronix, who, as I mentioned earlier, does have that 3-second penalty. The two Haas teammates have been quite close to each other, I think, this whole race.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, it does
on the different strategy though, so no double stacking for Gene Haas's teammates.
well planned for these two.
Yeah, do you think they coordinate?
I don't know. I do wonder if some of these teammates actually do join on party chats with each other. Probably not, from what I've seen a few times. But it looks like we do have DRS Maestro up in the front, actually choosing to pit and get rid of those 12-lamp-old mediums. Ooh, Guardians joining the penalty party. Another 3-second penalty there. Leader E-Bag, a 3-second penalty as well. And Honeytons actually might be struggling quite a bit with those old mediums and that missing end plate.
Yeah. MJW trying to make the move on the outside into turn 1, side to side, wheel to wheel. Will he be able to get it now that outside turns into the inside? And
oh, hey, Honeytons once again a little bit wiggly.
Yeah, some really fun racing here, lap in, lap out, between this MJW, Honeytons, and Julius Caesar, who now has gone into the pits, is on fresh hards, riding in P11.
Yeah, Yeah, he's been doing really well, and I was looking to see where DRS Maestro came out after having pit early. So DRS Maestro, almost 8 seconds behind of our Manson, and honestly looking
Yeah.
quite solid this race.
Yeah, and the question is, Homan Rowley looks like he is going to go into the pits.
Yep,
Yeah, so El
Capitan
Capitan
reacting as well. Yeah.
also going into the pits, but pitting on the hards.
Oh, actually, yeah. So Hogan Rowley actually maintained quite a comfortable gap.
Yeah, it
Even
was
just like the
closing though.
14,
It
yeah.
went from 4 seconds to barely 1 second. So interesting to see what El Capitan is.
Oi.
Oof! As we see contact in.
And that's gonna push MJW into the speeding in the pit lane penalty, which hopefully I don't think he's gonna serve it now.
So he may be able to appeal it.
Yeah, he may be able to appeal it. I'm pretty sure he's listening in as well. So as long as he's not serving it afterwards, which then hopefully there's no safety car. But I think, yeah, Honeytons I think was struggling a little bit to slow down there with the wind damage.
So El Capitan here gonna go a little bit long on the second stint on the mediums, which perhaps under a lower fuel load is doable. You said that the reverse strategy had worked very nicely for several drivers in the other divisions.
Yeah, it did. If I'm not mistaken, Kyle actually won Tier 2 having started on the reverse strategy. I don't think there was a safety car on that race. But yeah, I have seen, I think in this game, yeah, the reverse strategy works out quite well. I am keeping an eye here on El Capitan, who's on those faster medium tires, looking to make a move there on Hoban Rally. And he's able to make a move.
the effective P2 of the race.
Oh, and DRS Maestro crossing the line to get the fastest lap, 136.5. And looks like Escargo has also reacted to the drivers ahead, having pit now for a fresh set of mediums. And I do think, unfortunately, that is his AI car coming out of the pit lane, so that is going to slow them down a little bit, and
Oof.
he does get out the way there, yeah. Jeez. Oh, looks like Infinite are having a little bit of a slow pit stop there. Not exactly sure if he had any damage or... Yeah, most likely damage considering he didn't have any penalties to serve.
Mm-hmm. The DRS Maestro taking control of this race quite nicely now with a 7-second gap to El Capitan behind him, with R. Manson yet to pit, running in provisional place. DRS Maestro is the effective leader of this race. And Hoban Rowley is going to try and stay close to El Capitan within DRS, ride his DRS for a little bit.
I think El Capitan may have actually just pushed out Hoban Rowley from the DRS there.
Because, yeah, Hoban Rowley's tires are going to come back to him as El Cap's mediums start wearing closer to the end of this race. We'll see if Hoban Rowley can stay close as the gap just keeps widening.
Yep, and it does look like our Manson has chosen to pit, so DRS Maestro, as you mentioned, is going to be our leader for the race. And I do see yellow flags. Looks like that may have been leader Liebag. Oof, locking up a little bit right there. And so our Manson going to come out about, I'd say 5 seconds. Yeah, looks about 5 seconds behind of Escargo. 1 lap younger tire, but... Oh, and Hafernix picking up another 3-second penalty. So, looking at the penalties, we have Guardians and leader Liebag 3 seconds. Hafernix with the 6 seconds. MJW with the 10 seconds. And Fat Angel and Hafernix picking up a little bit of a fight here. So Hafrenix trying to get the move done here, and looks like he is going to be able to remain ahead of the Red Bull. Infinite Eater looking for that opening to try making a move.
Yeah, on the penalties, MJW with a possible appeal to that 10-second penalty, as we see that leader Liebag has DNF'd. I wonder what happened, or if he might have gotten disconnected. He seems, or perhaps he just
No,
in the
he
pit lane?
retired. Yeah, no, he retired in the pit lane. I think he was
Okay.
struggling a little bit there. I stuck up a few lockups. I think a few yellow flags around him as well.
Yeah, might have had a bit of a setup issue. Driving around here on the wrong setup is painful.
Oh, for sure. you, you know, you prepare for a race. You know, you practice. You put in the practice with the setup, and then all of a sudden you make one mistake, and it's like it all goes downhill.
Yeah.
Oh boy. But yeah, let's see. Looking at the rest of the grid, we have a couple of battles happening. So Kern Dog on the back of MJW. Infant Eater, I think, was putting a little bit of a fight with Hafrenix. Infant Eater getting the move done, and ooh, Kern Dog going a tad bit wide onto the grass there.
Yeah, and we have Fat Angel riding behind Chernobyl in the Visa Cash App RB team of Turtle.
For the new season, any hopes on a car that you'll be selected for, or would prefer?
I don't mind. I honestly don't mind. I liked racing in the Alpine this year, but yeah, I think either a Williams or an Aston Martin.
An Aston Martin, really?
That would be my choice. Just because it was the first team, I think, that I drove. No, the first one was with Kyle in the Williams.
Yes.
But
that is right.
That's right.
Yeah, I remember for my season, I had to race in the Alpine. I hated it because it sounded like a tin can.
It does sound a bit like a lawnmower, yeah.
Yeah, so it was horrendous, but I feel like this game and even last game, I would give it that. It turned out a little bit better.
Yeah, you get used to it though, right?
Yeah, probably. I just tuned it out. Probably. Oh man. Let's see.
Yeah, when I did the shift from the Aston Martin to the Alpine, I was upshifting way too late every time. I wasn't used to the sound.
Well, funny enough, DRS Maestro has been stuck with the two cars I think he's hated the most, and that was the Aston Martin, and that was the Red Bull. So he had to deal with those two cars. He was DRS Stroll or DNF Stroll, and for the Red Bull, he actually did quite well in the Red Bull. Which, crazy enough, he got assigned the Red Bull for both Gnosis Division 2 and Tier 1. apparently the wheel was rigged, but I promise you, and I wish I had recorded how we set up in the background. That was insane. I can't believe it gave him both the cars.
Yeah, use your magic Jinx powers on the wheel, I'm sure.
Apparently, I think I've jinxed the Game Boy as well with the Kick Sauber. I think that's why he decided to move to reserve. He's like, I'm not driving that green car.
Yeah.
Well, let's see.
As we see Kern Dog here riding the back of MJW. Got Fat Angel trying to get the overtake done on Chernobyl on the back straight. Gets that done easily with the DRS.
And I think Kern Dog might be looking to make the move, and does get the move done. I think going a little bit wide right there. No, keeping his line. There's a little bit of contact right there between the two drivers there, but I don't think any harm there to the Mercedes. Looks like no, the car is fully intact.
Yeah, Game Boy making the really good observation that Alpine was the one that brought you the championship in Tier 2.
I don't know how I won that. I'm telling you that. I don't know how the heck I won. Ay, ay,
Well,
ay.
consistency is key.
It was actually a really fun season. I did enjoy beating Kyle and Sean. I will say that. I think Abu Dhabi was my favorite race. I know Kyle's listening, so I hope he did listen to that. All jokes, guys. If I race them now, I'd definitely be lapped. I haven't played in quite a long time. Well, let's see. Any of the gaps closing in? We still have MJW on the back of Kern Dog, Chernobyl. Probably the closest here to Fat Angel. Might be able to make a move on the next upcoming DRS trait. But I will say DRS Maestro doing really well to maintain the gap ahead of El Capitan.
Yep. Yep.
And I will
Also on those
say,
hard tires, yeah.
and on the hard tires, yeah, as well. I will say Escargo, despite having disconnected in the first opening laps, doing really well to maintain a top 5 at the moment.
Yeah. For sure. So the Alpine team here with a really good showing, currently running in P1 and P4. Yeah. On the other end of the spectrum, we've got the McLarens in P15 and P17 are constructors champions.
For
Running
Autron, due to
at the
a
back.
few technical difficulties.
Yeah. Autron AI.
Yeah, Autron AI. Ay, ay, ay. But in terms of I know I said earlier that the drivers' championship and the constructors was already set in, but we did have that battle for second, and that was from Infant Eater and El Capitan. El Capitan looking to score some points to become the runner-up for Division 2.
Yeah, because Infant Eater. I'm not sure that is there 10 points
It is 10
between
points
P2 and
difference,
P10? There
yes.
might be, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so really good points there for El Capitan. Old and Slow are Manson. He is. I want to take a little bit of a look at his gap behind of El Capitan. It looks like that's 40 points, so might not be able to really contest there for third.
No, but
If my math is
Old and
mathing.
Slow seems to. Yeah, Old and Slow might be losing his place to DRS Maestro and Hoven Rowley right now.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, yeah, we have quite the battle all throughout the
So
standings.
we might see a lot of shifts in the standings as it goes for now.
Yep, and I will say, I'll give a little bit of a hint. It might be important for the next upcoming season where you finish off on the
Oh
standings.
no, don't do that. Don't do that.
We shall see.
Don't invite conspiracy theories, La Melody.
Right.
Okay.
Oh man, so maybe that puts in a little bit of pressure for these drivers. Well, let's see. We have yeah, we still have MJW, who does have that 10-second penalty, although from what we saw, that is most likely going to be able to be appealed. I do think it would only really drop him down to P10, if I'm not mistaken. So not a big loss, but it is a loss. So yeah, as long as he doesn't serve in these final laps, he should be fine. But hopefully I didn't commentators curse that.
Oh yeah, MJW's had a busy race. I feel like every time he's been battling somebody somewhere throughout the whole race, pretty much. Might be the driver having the most fun out there.
Yes, I think we have. I was actually looking to see how many positions he's gained. He's gained 3 positions there. We've had quite a number of drivers gain a couple positions. El Capitan up 3. Oof, MJW was looking for that gap to make another move and kissing the grass a tad bit too much there.
Yeah, trying to take the shortest way possible. Staying close to Kern Dog, so
yeah, Kern Dog in a little bit of a Mercedes sandwich there. And I do see in the back, looks like Fat Angel and Chernobyl Clocks. Chernobyl Class gaining the position there on Fat Angel, so Chernobyl up into 12th.
And I'm keeping a look at the gaps at the front, which might be narrowing just a little bit. They were just slightly over 3 seconds. Now El Capitan within 2.5, 2.7 seconds from DRS. Wonder if we'll have a little bit of a exciting ending for the season finale here today.
Yep, they've been so far giving some good battles. But ooh, looks like MJW going a little bit wide right there. Yeah, no, I will say it's been really good battling. Honeyton's, he did fix that wing damage, right? And he hasn't really lost out a lot of time. But who would you say, not in terms of driver of the day, but in terms of the season overall, who would you say has been quite impressive? And looking forward to
I
next
mean, we've got
season.
to have we have to have the obvious one out ahead, which is Ultron, right? He's put an absolute masterclass as a season with incredible consistency, some amazing results. Halfway through the season, it already looked like it was going to be very, very hard for somebody to contest the championship with him. So, you know, I guess that would be the obvious one. But yeah, I think I'd single out Escargot. He had a phenomenal season with some great results. Also fairly consistent. Finished in the podium a handful of times. And so, you know, having seen him in past seasons, I was very, very, very impressed by his racecraft and how much he's improved. How about you, La Rodri? Who's your pick for driver of the season, if you will?
Yeah, no, other than Ultron, I do 100% agree with Escargot. Because he had a little bit of an unlucky first half of the season, came back the second half, and geez, came back a new Frenchman or Canadian man, whichever one he is. And yeah, he's been really impressive. I will give him that. He did have times where I thought he would get a win. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, hopefully next. Can't keep an eye. I'm keeping an eye over here on MJW and the current dog. Jeez. And I will also say keeping an eye on him, MJW as well, who joined a little bit late in the season. But honestly, I think we've seen a lot of good racing from him. Uh,
Yep,
and I
for
think,
sure.
yeah, I think next season he'll probably be. I feel like in the front for a championship title probably.
Yeah, a little bit of a crowd favorite, MJW here. I feel like Fate is always cheering for him. And if not Fate, somebody else is always on cheering him on. So it was great to see his racing. Also see him improve through the half season that he's raced as a full-time driver. And an honorable mention as well, Laroli, I would point out to El Capitan, our past
Yes,
season champion of Tier 2, who ventured into the no assists. This is his first season, as far as I understand,
it is.
without
Yes.
any assists, and he put together a phenomenal season overall. Like currently running in P2, closing the gap to DRS, but throughout the season, he's a very very respectable first season without assists. So definitely a big shout out to him.
Yeah, no, El Capitan has done an amazing job. In Tier 2, he put up quite a battle for the championship, and I think it was really well deserved how he won it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, honestly, I can definitely see him there battling for next season. I think he definitely has the potential. And it looks like we do have a couple changes happening between the Haas and the Ferrari. But yeah, I do agree. El Capitan, another worthy mention there. But we do have Honeytons and Infant Eaters still giving a bit of a battle here for the final laps of the race. Looks like I've lost I've lost the Haas there.
Yeah.
But ooh, Infiniter going around the outside and is actually going to be able to make the move stick. And looks like Kern Dog, the other Haas, also making some moves. So yeah, quite a bit of action happening for both the Haas drivers. Both of them putting in some really good battles for the team.
Yeah, as we're going around our
Ooh, a
2
little bit of a
laps
lockup
left
right
now,
there.
as yeah.
Oh, and it looks like I do see yellow flags. That appears to be Honeytons, who's dropped back now over 4 seconds behind of Infiniter.
Hmm.
And so look at this. I told DRS Maestro he better win, and he listened.
There you go.
He
He just needed a little
delivered.
motivation.
A little
He
motivation, yeah.
delivered.
A little bit of a threat
Yeah.
by me, probably. Oh,
Infant
man.
Eater as well. I'm not sure he'll be finishing in second place here this season, but currently in second place, has also put a very consistent season together. Not winning any races, unfortunately, but finishing on the podium several times, and finishing every race in the top 10, except for Austria in the second week. So very very good season from the Haas driver,
Yeah, I was
Infant Eater,
looking.
in the creative name.
Yeah, I was looking at the difference between the top four, because the top four are actually they've all raced in all the races, right? El
Hmm.
Capitan, who was very unfortunate, had to retire for 2 of those races, so that did cost him quite a lot of points, especially I think in Las Vegas where he was up there in the front.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, Atron, who's been in the top 5 10 times, top 10 times as well. Infant Eater, who's been in the top 5 7 times, so he has lost out a little bit. I think worst position was P15, then P10.
Hmm.
But honestly, yeah. Ooh, and as I keep an eye here on
Oof.
MJW having a spin
Recovers the
there.
car though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
does really well to recover it, but Infant Eater now getting
keeps it
right
pointing in
past.
the right
So
direction.
some good points there
Yeah,
for the Haas. And
there
on
we
the
go.
penultimate lap, we have DRS Master who's just started his the final lap now, and looks like that has opened up the majority of the gaps. So yeah, very unfortunate there for MJW, who yeah losing the car there, but like you said, it was a really good catch.
Hmm. Yeah, the field is nicely spread here, so I don't expect we'll see a lot of battling here in this last lap. But we will ride with DRS Maestro to give him the camera win as he takes on the back straight.
DRS, if you're listening, I want a little bit of a wiggle when you cross the line.
drift across
A little
the
drift.
finish line. There we go.
Oh yeah, a little bit of a lockup
As he
there.
goes deep into the
DRS, we're
and El Capitan
watching.
falling back behind. Something might have happened here. We have Hogan Rowley closing in within a second. El Capitan might have had some sort of mistake here.
Yep, and there is
And there we
DRS
go, the
Maestro with
wiggle
the
wiggle.
wiggle. And
And
wow, Hoven Rally. Yeah, it looks like there was a little bit of a mistake, but Hoven Rally finishing less than half a second there behind of El Capitan. Looks like our Manson was actually closing in on the back of Escargo as well.
yep.
So yeah, it looks like we had a couple of gaps.
Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar here wrapping up his first race, finishing in P6. Very respectable. Giving us a little bit of a wiggle as well. Congratulations, sir. Hope we see you racing again.
Yeah, incredible race from Bulius.
Yeah, very good, very good race on a difficult track. MJW dropping here down the order because of his 10-second penalty that was unserved. Make sure to appeal that in case it is maybe able to overturn it. And we've got Fat Angel and Chernobyl Clocks here fighting it to the line. And that is season wrapped for Division Two.
That is indeed the season. Yeah, and honestly, it's been a really good season. Second season with our Gnosis Division 2 group. As last season they did debut with it. And honestly, yeah, looking forward to seeing the next season. Our next season will be in 3 weeks. I love the Ars Maestro celebration there.
There
Oh
we go.
boy. But yeah, going over the final grid, we have DRS Maestro for the last win of the season here in China. And sharing the podium, we have El Capitan and Hoven Rowley. And DRS Maestro saying that the win was for me since I believed in him. See, Maestro, see, I know you can do it. Fourth, we have Escargo, who actually picks up the extra 2 points with the fastest lap on 135.9. Fifth, we have Armanton. Sixth, Bulia Caesar on his debut race. Honestly, phenomenal job climbing up 4 positions there. Kern Dog 7th, Infant Eater 8th, Honeytons 9th, MJW 10th. That's our top 10. Haffernix 11th, Fat Angel 12th, Chernobyl Clocks 13, Buzz in 14th, Tefer 15, and Atron, who is AI 16, Guardians, Leader Leadbag, and Hobby Races and Game Boy are DNFs of the race. But yeah, honestly, really good race from all these drivers. I think had a little bit of technical difficulties in the beginning, but honestly, I mean, everybody joined back in the race. I think in like the first opening 5 laps. Jeez. Uh, but yeah, it was a really really good race. Mini Tony, any last words? I almost called you escargot.
No, I wish. Yeah, no, it's a very, very entertaining show that our drivers here put today. Congratulations to DRS and everyone really for completing the season. Hope to see everybody and more racing or accompanying Elite Raceway in the future in the next season coming up. As soon as you start giving us any details about what's coming next.
Yes, it should be coming up very soon. We will be finalizing our grids hopefully this week, and next week we'll probably give a little bit more detail. Um, yeah, it's going to be quite a busy, short preparation window for us admins. But it should be fun. I think
But for
all the
now, take
groups. Uh-huh.
yeah, no, but for now, take some time off.
We shall see. We shall see. Looks like we do have some really good groups in all the 4 tiers, all the 2 tiers, the 2 divisions. So yeah, honestly, I'm looking forward to next season. Yeah, we'll definitely see how it goes. It will be a short season considering we do have the DLC for the F126 coming out. So we'll be ending it right before that. Uh, so yeah, even if it's a short season, it will still be a fun season. Um, yeah, just definitely really looking forward to it. But yeah, I hope you're excited too.
I am very
For
much,
Division One.
very
Division One
much
should
so,
be good.
very much so. But I hope the season doesn't start before my new television comes
Oof, I'm hoping I'll try to postpone it. No, I'm kidding.
Well, thank you, Rodri, for having
uh,
me here. It was my first season commentating. I've had a lot of fun
you know,
with you and
lot of
watching
people
this great
liked it.
racing.
A lot of people liked having
So
you on
thank
it.
you.
So hopefully we have you again for the next season. But yeah, thank you very much for joining in on the comms booth. All of our viewers, thank you for joining in. Make sure you give us a like and subscribe. And yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next season, which will be starting this month, February, with our Tier 1 group on the 28th. Uh, but yeah, everybody, thank you once again, and we'll catch you guys then.